Hello students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to English class. Today we are going to learn about the basics of English grammar, that is, the parts of speech. So let's get started. Okay, now firstly let's see the definition of parts of speech. The part of a speech is a class of words based on the word's function, means the way it works in a sentence. Or you can say the parts of a speech is a collection of sentences. As you all know that there are 8 parts of a speech. Number 1, nouns. Number 2, pronouns. Verbs, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. These are the basic 8 parts of a speech. Sometimes articles are also counted as part of a speech. Okay. Now let's read about each part of speech. Firstly, we have noun. Well, nouns is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. They can take on a myriad of roles in a sentence, from the subject of it all to the object of an action. They are capitalized when they are the official name of something or someone, called proper nouns in this case. For example, private, freedom, ship, monkey, doctor, shirt, and so on. Nouns can be singular or plural, concrete or abstract. Basically, nouns shows possession by adding s. Noun can function in different roles within a sentence. For example, a noun can be a subject or direct object, indirect object, subject complement, or object of a preposition. There are many different types of nouns, each designed to serve a different purpose in a sentence. Some get specific, such as proper nouns. Others are more generic, such as abstract noun. No matter the type, each noun is always going to refer to a person, place, animal, thing, or idea. There are basic 8 types of nouns, that is, common, proper, countable, uncountable, concrete, abstract, compound, and collective. Basically, common nouns are used to name people, place, or things in general. It refers to a class or type of person or thing without being specific. For example, girl, city, animal, house, food. Versus there is a proper noun, used to name a specific or individual person, place, or thing. Proper nouns begin with a capital letter. For example, John, France, London. Then we have countable nouns. They have a singular and a plural form and can be used with the number of a or an before it. They are sometimes called count nouns. For example, car, desk, cup, house, bike. Versus There is uncountable noun that cannot be counted. They often refer to substance, liquids, and abstract ideas. They are sometimes called mass nouns as well. For example, wood, milk, air, happiness, that are uncountable. Now we have concrete nouns. Concrete nouns are basically refers to people or things that exist physically and that at least one of the sense can detect. For example, dog, tree, apple, moon, sock. Versus there is abstract noun. They have no physical existence. They refer to ideas, emotions, and concepts. You cannot see or touch or hear or smell or taste them. For example, love, time, fear, freedom. Next we have compound nouns. Two or more words that create a noun. They can be written as one word or joined by a hyphen or written as a separate word are called compound nouns. For example, rain plus fall, that is rainfall. Son plus in-law, that is son-in-law. Credit plus card, that is credit card. These are the example of compound nouns. Versus we have the collective noun. Collective noun refer to a set of group of people, animals, or things. They are often followed by of plural nouns. For example, bunch of flowers, team, flock, bunch. Next we have pronoun. Pronouns stands in for noun in a sentence. Or you can say, pronoun is a word that takes place of a noun. There are more generous versions of nouns that refer only to people. For example, I, you, he, she, it, our, who, which, anybody, ourselves. There is a list of pronouns. Here we have number 1 is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used as a substitute for a person name. There are two types, subjective and objective pronouns. That is, they either act as a subject of the sentence or the object of the sentence. As the subject of a sentence, they are I, you, he, she, it, we, they. For example, they went to the store. He runs a great shop. As the object of a sentence, they are me, you, her, him, it, us, them. For example, go talk to her. Don't look at them. Next we have the indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns do not point to particular pronouns. We use them when an object doesn't need to be specifically identified. As such, it can remain indefinite. They include few, every, all, some, anything, nobody. Let's see example. Everyone is here already. He's nobody. Okay, next we have the interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns do just what they say. They work in a sentence. They are posing a question. They are who, whom, which, what, whoever, whomever, whichever, whatever. For example, who is going to arrive first? What are you bringing to the party? Whatever do you mean? Next, we have the demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns take the place of a noun that already be mentioned. They can be singular or plural. There are 5 of them. They include these, those, this, that, such. For example, these are ugly. Those are lovely. Don't drink this. I hope you all getting it. Okay, so next we have verb. Verbs are the word that tells what happened in a sentence, or you can say tells what action someone or something is doing. They can also show a sentence subject, a state of being. That is, or was. Verbs can be changed from based on tense, that is present, past, and count distinction between singular or plural. For example, sing, dance, roar, jump, eat, and many more. Or we can say in simple words that verbs are the words that express action or otherwise helps to make a statement with action or with linking words. Basically, linking words make a statement by connecting the subject with a word that describes or explains it. For example, he has been busy. And the second kind of verb, the action verbs, are basically express the mental or the physical action. For example, he rode the horse to victory. Next we have adjectives. Adjectives basically describe nouns and pronouns. They specify which one, how much, what kind, and more. Adjectives allow reader or listener to use their sense to imagine something more clearly. Or you can say in simple that adjectives describe more about the nouns. For example, sour, hot, funny, unique, beautiful, poor. Let's see the different types of adjectives. We have adjectives of quality, quantity, number, demonstrative adjectives, distributive adjectives, possessive adjectives, exclamatory adjectives, and interrogative adjectives. Let's discuss some of them in detail. Adjective of quality basically describes the nature of a noun. For example, honest, kind, large, beautiful, bulky, ugly, etc. Let's see the sentence example. Sarah is a beautiful woman. Next we have the adjective of quantity. Adjective of quantity helps to show the amount of the approximate, or you can say the approximate amount of the noun or pronoun, like all, half, many, few, little, enough, etc. Let's see the example. They have finished most of the rice. Next, we have the adjectives of number. adjectives of number shows the number of nouns and their place in an order. Next, we have interrogative adjectives. Interrogative adjectives basically used to ask questions about nouns or in relation to nouns, like what, where, which, and whose. For example, which is your favorite author? Next, let's see the last, demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives basically used to refer to an individual noun within the whole amount. That is either, neither, each, other, etc. If we see the example, taxes have to be paid by every employed citizen. Next, we have the distributive adjective. Distributive adjectives are used to indicate every member of a group individually. For example, each boy or any man. The last one, we have the possessive adjective. This possessive adjective indicates possession or relationship with a particular noun. For example, my dad, my mom. Next, we have adverbs. Adverbs describe verb, adjectives, and even other adverbs. They specify when, where, how something happened and to what extent or how often that something happened. Or you can say an easy word that adverbs add meaning of a verb. For example, softly, often, hopefully, sometime, lazily, peacefully, and so on. We can say that adverbs modify or describes a verb or a verb phrase, adjectives, or another adverb. It basically answers the question. Like, firstly, let's see the example of how. He ran quickly. How he ran? He ran quickly. She left yesterday. When she left? She left yesterday. We went there. Where you went? We went there. To what degree or how much? It was too hot. How much it hot? It was too hot. Or you can say it was too humid. These are the examples to help you get the clear idea what is adverb. Next we have preposition. Preposition shows especially or temporally and the role relationship between a noun or a pronoun and the other words in a sentence. They come at the start of prepositional phrase, which contains a preposition and its object. For example, up, over, against, for, into, out, apart, from. Or in easy words, you can say it's a word that tells us where a person or thing in a sentence. Basically, it is used to connect or to show the position of the object or thing or a person. Here, let's see some of the common prepositions that are used. About, above, across, after, against, along, among, around, at, before, behind, below, beside, between, beyond, by, up, down, during, except, for, from, in, into, like, of, on, over, past, since, through, through, throughout, to, toward, under, until, upon, with, within, and without. The second last, we have conjunctions. Conjunctions join words, phrases, and clause in a sentence. You can say they are coordinating, subordinating, and collective conjunctions. For example, and, but, so, or, yet. Conjunctions are also called as joining words. For example, Raza had a pencil, full stop. Raza had a razor, full stop. By adding conjunction to the sentence, we say Raza had a pencil and a razor. See, the two sentences are combined together with an and to make one sentence. The last we have interjection. Interjections are expressions that can stand on their own or be continued within sentence. These words and phrases often carry strong emotion and convey reaction. For example, ah, ouch, hooray, yay, and so on. For example, let's see. Wow, you did a fantastic job. Or, hurrah, we won the match. Or, alas, he's no more with us. Or, wow, look at that. I hope this all 8 part of speech is clear to you all.